8 degrees at 1 a.m. Cold, and it might get even colder. A few more degrees colder before morning, before the sun comes up anyway. And it's only going to be in the teens all day tomorrow. It's still about 6 degrees at 9:30 a.m. So it's supposed to warm up into the teens today, but ain't there yet. Yeah. I think this is the temperature it was. What was it? 3 a.m. maybe? I forgot. It was cold last night. It's still cold today. I think it's even worse up north. Sun's up, shining. No clouds in the sky today, but the wind's still cold from the north. Woohoo! Bitter cold. Yeah, whatever heat the sun's giving off is counteracted by the cold wind from the north. I think this is the time of year when there's no sun during the winter. Up north, there's none that you can see. Look at the cattle. I wonder if I should cut ice for them. Ice can't be that thick. Look at how they're huddled over there. Using that little pond bank to block the wind. Yeah. But the barn, they should be in the barn where the hay is. Oh well. I might go down later and cut the ice for them. Yeah. I thought maybe they'd break it. I'll have to take a look. Well, I can't tell if they drank down there or not, so I'm gonna take my broken axe down there and see if I can cut some ice with it. Yeah. And maybe I'll take that other tool. I got that big weed whacker thing. Well, it's a big cutting tool. Brush cutter? I don't know what to call it. Anyway, I want to go down there with something and break some ice if I can. These two are over here, and the other two are over there. The new hay bale's up in the barn, but I gotta make sure they got water. If not on this pond, I need to cut something on the other pond too, on top by the barn. Here's some more birds coming to roost in those trees. Where are they coming from? Anyway, it's 12 degrees, but it don't feel that cold, especially with the sun shining, because I don't really feel any wind. There might be a little bit, but not much. So it feels warmer than it looks. Hey, birds. Anyway, I gotta get some work done before the sun goes down. Oh, there they go. I didn't do that. There's a lot of them in that tree. Hey, my gosh. Trying to stay warm. What is it going to do? Oh, I need to cut some ice first. There they go. Probably cut ice down there somewhere too. I'm not sure where though. I think they normally drink on this end, so that's probably where I'll cut it. But if they don't come and drink it, it's going to freeze up pretty fast. Or maybe I'll spot a place where they were trying to drink. We'll see. I'll cut it somewhere. There's the sun. Yeah, it feels good without the wind. There's a little wind blowing from the north. Not too much, but enough to feel it. And today I decided to wear my new boots. My new boots. The other ones are still workable, usable, but they got holes in them. And they some reason they keep my feet cold or warm. They're warm. Feet get cold in them, especially in weather like this. Hopefully these work better to keep my feet warm. I don't have to worry about keeping them dry, just warm today. Never used this to cut ice before, but I'm going to try to use it today. I don't feel like swinging an axe. This is my. Yeah, I got my big heavier coat on today. Okay, let's go cut some ice. I think I'm going to cut the ice on this side. I think that's where they're always standing. He's trying to keep warm. There's that little bank there, or that bank kind of blocks the north wind. And the other cattle are over there on the right. Let's see if any of them get up to drink when I cut the ice. Yeah, I think the ice will be thinnest over there because it's in the sun. Although it's too cold to really melt. Sun's getting low already. Yeah, it looks like they were trying to drink down in there. In the past, before I had that ditch dug out, there was always water flowing through there. I don't know if it's doing it now. I'm going to take a look at that after I cut the ice. Somehow I don't think the water backs up there anymore since I had that ditch dug all the way down. So, oh, I'm not ready to feed you guys yet. Just cut your ice. What? Huh? Oh, you ain't too wild anymore, are you? They're coming over here. I think they already drank some. I'll show you what I mean. There's some almost like snow on the water, but you can see like over there, looks like some water got splashed up. When they step on this soft ground here, looks like they drank out of there, over there, and right here. That's not even frozen anymore, that little hole there. See? They drank out of that one. And I think they drank out of that one over there too. Not so much over there. I can see, maybe over that way. Maybe over that way. Over there. Yeah, I'm gonna cut some ice here. Looks like they stepped on it right here. I'm gonna cut the ice right there. Looks like it's easy to cut. Yeah, she's drinking over there even without my help. See how they step in on the edge? It's somewhat thawed on the edge, and when their feet goes in into the mud, water comes up. But I'm still cutting ice here since I'm down here. And the ice is, I'd say it's about at least an inch thick. At least an inch, maybe more. And it's easy to cut with that too, because the blade's thin. Cuts through the ice pretty good. Axe is harder to handle. Yeah, I can cut that from I can use that from a distance. I can use one hand too. On an axe, I can't use one hand. Gotta use both. So I'm gonna cut some more holes along here. Yeah, it is warmer over here. Even with the wind blowing from that direction, this hill, this bank, it's been raised up, so it blocks some of the wind. Probably why the cattle come over here to drink. And I cut 3 holes so far. 1, 2, 3. It's easy to cut. Some of the ice I can slide underneath, but others I have to flip out. I'm going to cut another hole here, and a hole there, and a hole over there. Because sometimes the cattle don't want to drink next to the other ones. So I got to make sure there's enough holes for them. Okay. Okay, I'm going to cut 3 more holes. 1 here, 1 there, and 1 there. So that's 3 and 3 is 6. And that's how many animals there are. Yeah, okay. She's afraid of something. She's always afraid now. Afraid of that one. Well, I got 6 holes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's only good. I might have to come out here tomorrow too, because tonight's going to be another single-digit temperature. But it'll be easier to cut because wherever I cut, it's going to be, the ice will be thinner. Like I said, the ice is at least 1 inch thick. Maybe a little bit bigger than 1 inch, but close to 1 inch. It wasn't so hard to cut, especially with that. That cuts a lot easier than the other axe. Something tells me she's not going to let this one drink in peace. She might. At least they're getting a drink now. I think they were drinking before from their footprints, from the holes their foot make. Bully came down. He's getting some. Watch her. I'll bet she's gonna. It's hard to walk in this frozen ground. Watch, she's gonna push her out of the way. Just watch. Yeah, I told you. She just can't accept that one being close to her or getting anything. She's got all them holes there, but she had to come over here and push her out of the way. She does the same thing with the hay, or for no reason at all. Yeah. She used to be on the low pecking order. She was the youngest, but this past year, she's been dominating this one. I'm not sure why. And it's hard to walk on this frozen ground. It's so rough and hard. Grass is okay, but this areas here where they were stepping. Okay, I'm gonna get out here so this one has a more chance to drink over here. Look at that. That bank. Somebody's rubbing her head on this all the time, looks like. She's got a drink over here now. Yeah, 6 holes is enough, more than enough. Looks like they're going back up to eat. I gotta step over that log. It's hard to walk on that frozen ground. Yeah, at least they got a nice bale up there out of the wind, so that's good. I'm glad I moved it yesterday. Okay, you guys, drink up. I'll come back tomorrow and cut it again because it's going to be frozen. But then after tomorrow night, oh no, after tonight, The temperatures warm up again above freezing, at least during the daytime. Where are you going? Huh? What? Oh, just passing through? Okay. She's just passing through. Just passing through. The others are ready at the top. They're going now. I think they got a drink. She's got a belly, so I don't know. She might have a baby, unless that belly is just full of hay. The sign of having a calf would be if her udder swells up, and I don't see no sign of that. At least not yet. And something tells me this white bull here, he tries to breed, but I don't think he can't do the job. At least I've never seen any evidence that he's actually breeding them. He's trying to ride them, and that's about all. Well, sun's getting low. They're all up there except the bull, the white bull. Okay. Well, at least I was able to cut ice for them. If it freezes over, at least they had a drink. That's the main thing. The birds are still flying around. Those blackbirds, starlings. Yeah, they're coming in and out of those cedars there. I guess I got to go out and eat every once in a while. Yeah. Or hold up in those cedar trees because it's warmer in there. And that's what I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 holes. Yeah. And I'll do it again tomorrow morning because it's going to be down in single digits tomorrow morning too. Now, with the sun shining on them, the holes might stay unfrozen for a little while, but eventually it'll freeze over tonight after the sun goes down because it's still cold. Yeah, since I cut this, I don't have to cut the pond on top. Yeah. Even without me cutting this, they were able to get some to drink. Like in that, there's a footprint hole there that sunk into the mud. Water came out of it. And there's other places too that they did that too. A couple footprints that have water unfrozen. While I'm down there, I'm going to go check that ditch, see if there's any water in there, because that's where they used to drink in wintertime. I didn't have to cut the ice because it always was flowing a little bit. Just as I expected. This ditch is dry. Yeah. Before I had this dug out, there was always some water retained. Up in there, there's always some water up in there. And also down through here. Yeah. But not anymore. Since I dug that ditch, the water drains out. Doesn't collect anymore. Okay. I can go out to the big pasture now and check the fence. I shouldn't have to check the water out there. Yeah, there's probably some water flowing in the creek, just a little bit. And if not, the area around the creek pond, I call it the creek pond by the bridge, that's mostly sand. That's sand, so it should be able to put their feet, sink down into it a little bit to get some water off the edge. But I'll still check it. I'll take my cutter with me in case I do have to cut ice. But the pond on top, I think they can get into that and get some water out of that pond on top. Okay, let's walk back up the hill. I'm gonna take the easy way around that way, the way I came down. Yeah, I got the ice 6 holes along here. If they come back down now, at least I think it'll last until after sunset for a little while. And whatever does freeze over, it will be thinner ice anyway. I think I want to take a piece of ice up to the house with me. I want to measure it with a yardstick. Just so I know how thick it is. It's 3 p.m. already, so I gotta get going after I measure this. I think I'll get some insulators too in case I need them. Well, what we got? It's not quite inch and a half, inch and 3/4. No, half, inch and a quarter, or a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah. It's over this though. Some birds up in that tree. I call them starlings, but I think they're actually blackbirds. Which I don't know if it's the same thing or not. I can't remember. We always called them starlings when we were kids, or at least Dad did, and we did too. But I think they're actually blackbirds. But there's different kinds of blackbirds. There's a red wing, and I think then the starlings. I think. Yeah. Anyway, I got my measurement. I'm going out to the big pasture now to see how everything looks out there and check the fence by the road too, make sure it's working. Well, that temperature can't be right. It's 12 degrees on the east side of the house. Could be because the sun's shining on it. That could be the reason why it's so higher. I don't know. I don't really know where the thermometer is on this. The temperature gauge. I really don't know. But it's cold. And the engine was a little slow starting up, but it made it. I'm going to let it warm up a little bit before we take off. Heading out to the big pasture. Since I cut ice on the pond in the bottom, I don't need to cut any here. At least not yet. Two of my neighbor's cats were sitting on the road. I don't know if they were fighting each other or what, but as soon as my truck came up, they ran off over this hill here. Yeah, they're hiding out in there. I think they were just hunting, but they were on the road, so I don't think they were hunting anything on the road. So they were probably having an interaction, either male and female or two males, one or the other. But I'm headed down there to check the fence, check the creek too, see if I need to cut ice there too. Well, the first thing I'm going to do after I go in is turn the charger back on. I turned it off yesterday because it wasn't working. If it was ground, I didn't want it to drain the battery any more than it did. But since the sun's shining today, I'll check the charger and fence and see if it's working again. If it's working again, I'll leave it alone. If not, I've got to drive in and check the fence along the road. And over here, on both sides of that road to here, and all the way down and over to there. See if I can find the ground. First, I got to find out if it's grounded. Well, fence is working today, so I don't have to check it. I think it was just too many cloudy days, and the battery was low. Well, don't have to check the fence, but I need to check the water in this creek. Yeah, this area's frozen, and I don't see no evidence of them coming down here to drink. At least not from here. I'll go look at something else. Yeah, oh, sun's bright. And the reflection's even brighter. Let me get a closer look at that creek. There's ice on top. I'll see if there's any water underneath the ice. Over that way. Kettle made a nice path for me. Somebody was down here. I could see tracks on the ice there. Whether they got a drink there, I don't know. Could have, but I know for sure somebody broke through here. Probably the bull, I would think. Unless, no, it had to be, yeah, because that's about the same thickness as it was in my pond at the house. So I know they were down here. But let's see what they got over here. Let me walk along here, see what I can find. Yeah, they were down here. I could see foot scrapes. Here. Yeah. I'm breaking through the ice. But I don't see nothing flowing. Yeah, no flowing water. No flowing water. But there's a big puddle of water there. I'll see if they broke through over there too. I guess I'll just walk it. I like to make ice sounds when I punch through. Yeah, normally, yeah, look at the pattern on that one. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. Let's see if it breaks. Oh, we're gonna slip. There's water under there. I ain't walking on that. We'll go around. Yeah, somebody stepped in there too. Yeah. Let's go around. Let's see what we got down here. Let's see. I don't see any breakage here. There might be places down in there they could have drank. Yeah. Not me. But I'm not going to go down there to take a look. I'm going to go back to my truck. I could go up that path, but I think I'll go up here by the gate. Well, something big broke through the ice over there, so I'm gonna find out if they got water on top. That ain't good. There's a big hole there for the cow. I need to put something in there so they go around it. Not perfect, but it's better than it was. At least they can have to go around that. Okay, since I'm out here, I'm gonna drive up to the top, heck the cattle in the hay, and the pond on top too, see if they got any water up there. If not, I can cut ice up there. Broken tree on the right on the hill, and I gotta open the gate on the left. Well, I checked the north fence on the left there, the end of it. Fence is working, not as good as I'd like it to work, but it's also powering the south fence too at the time, right now. So as long as it's working, I'm satisfied. Well, I didn't expect that. They didn't roll the 2 bales up there way over by the fence. But the one I put in the shelter, they rolled it all the way out, and then it rolled down the hill. Well, at least they got it spread out and they're eating on it. I guess that's good. There's the old mama cow that's got a big belly. She's gonna have a calf soon, I think. Just don't know how soon. Okay, I checked the hay. I guess I gotta check the ice over there. I see an animal. I think it's the white cow. Her calf is up here. Her first calf is up here. White cow's way over there by the end of the pond. So I'll go down there and look to see if they evidence of anybody drinking water over there. Well, they did leave some in the shelter, so I guess that's good. They got some place to lay. Oh yeah, look at that heifer there. There's that older heifer. Yeah, she's got a big belly too. Just like her mama way over there on that other bale. You two might have a calf same time. Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna be a 3-year-old heifer in the spring, and that's the mama cow's 4th calf. Okay, and there I'm gonna go down there and check that pond. But first, I want to swing around and check the other 2 bales. Yeah, she's got a big belly. I gotta start watching for other signs like a swollen udder. Yeah, there's a cow. That white cow's way over there, and her first calf is right here. On top of that hill. Okay, you guys. Who rolled it out? I guess it's okay. I don't know if they waste as much when they roll it out or not. But they rolled it all the way over to here. This is the bale that was in the shelter. Yeah, that's better. Now it's eye double. So it sees what I see. Okay, mama. Oh, you're not the mama cow. You're the mama cow on the right, the darker one. She's also the mama of the white bull and the black bull up at the house. Her firstborn is this white cow that was over there by the pond. That's her firstborn, and then the white bull, and then the black bull, and then right this year it's just that brown calf behind this white yearling bull. Yeah, and that her calf was a heifer this year, born on April 25, I remember. And the red bull calf passed her with his head stuck in the hay. He's the firstborn calf with that red cow. Okay. Look at that. She's still eating grass. With all this hay, she's got to nibble on the grass. Oh, I guess it's like dessert. Okay, I'm gonna head over to the bull. Shut, cow. You're in my way. Looks like the black bull or red bull is headed to her mama, or his mama, not her, his mama. Well, they got plenty to eat, and they got the protein tub I gave them yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? Say Sunday. Okay, so it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Seems like a week ago. Time flies. Hi, little bull. Well, you're not little no more, are you? Yeah, he's my backup bull in case something happens to my big bull. So I say my old bull, old big bull. And that bull's, I think, is at least 10 years old. Yeah, at least 10, maybe more. I'm always thinking he was 2015, but he might have been 2013. I'm not sure anymore. I looked it up once, and I just somehow I remember 2015. But that's all. 2015 is when I built this pond, so maybe I got them mixed up. Anyway, I'll keep him until he can't do the job anymore. Okay, that's. Yeah, she's a good cat too. Her calves are a little smaller though. Yeah, her calves are smaller. But she never lost one, so that's good. And I like her coloring too. Every calf was healthy when they were born. Yeah, there's the pond. Yeah. If they're going to drink, it'll be down there. See where that white one is? She's looking for someplace to drink. Whether she's able to drink down there, I don't know. That's what I'm going to find out when I get down there. If not, then I can I'll just cut some holes down there. I'll cut some holes in the ice. Okay. Well, Bully didn't roll these two. He rolled that one out of the shed, out of the shelter. Look at the stiff back, or stiff neck. I can't hardly turn. That's because I got too many coats on. It was okay outside, but now that I'm in the truck, I'm starting to heat up. Okay. Okay. All good. All good. It's warmer out here too. The trees block the north wind on the right, so that's good. That's good. Okay. Okay, I got this all. That's okay. Now I gotta go check the pond. Go down here. I ain't gonna drive all the way. I can drive far enough anyway. See what she's doing. They normally drink on that side. Most of them. I've seen them go around on a pound dam, and then you can see over there straight ahead, that bare spot. That's where they always congregate, walk. And then they come past that rose bush and that fallen log, and then they drink in the other place. And then I guess they can also drink down here. But I'll go see where. I'll go check it out since I'm here. Yeah, I'll cut down there first so she can have something to drink. It's 4 p.m. and I seen her drink there. Yeah, she was drinking over there. I'm still going to cut some holes. I'll probably cut a couple over there too, at least one. Yeah, one over there, and then one over here where you could see where they walk down. Yeah, she can drink right there. She can drink right there. Yeah, so I'll probably go over there and cut a hole over there. I'll cut another. I'll make that hole bigger. I thought about putting one over here. Yeah, I'll put one over here. So I'll put 1, 2. I might put one on this side too. No, I think I'm gonna leave that. I'm just gonna put one over there, one there, at least one over there, and 2 over there. There's too much stuff here. Although I see some tracks going down there, a trail, so I'll cut one there too. So I'll put 3 on this side and 3 on this side. That should work. Okay, let's do that side first. Did I say it was 4 p.m. already? Yeah. At least I know they were getting something to drink. Yeah, I could put one there, but cattle probably don't go in there that often because of too many limbs and stuff, unless they come in from that direction. Which I've seen them. I guess that's what they're doing. But I know they come down here to drink. So I'll cut a hole there. I'll cut a hole on the other side. And I'll cut that one too after she's done. But let's just get this one first. That's a big hole there. Maybe I won't cut one there. I think I could see where they drank there too. Or it looks like it. Yeah, she's drinking good there. But I'll still cut a hole. I'll still cut a few holes. Let's cut one right here, next to this big log. That's the ice, but it had leaves underneath it, and it came up. Yeah, I cut further out because it was pretty shallow here, but I still broke through with 1 foot. Good thing I had my good new boots on. There left, and she's walking back to the rest of them. She already crossed the dam. That's where I cut. I probably didn't even have to cut that, but I did. But I can see they've been drinking here. They've been walking through here, and there's some water exposed. But this is where most of them were drinking. I think they've been drinking over there too. Yeah, I can see the evidence over there, breaking the ice. Since that's broke there, and that's all been busted up there, I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to put it right here. Put a hole right there. There, that's another one cut. This ice ain't as thick here. I'd say it's less than 1 inch. Yeah, the ice at the pond at the house in the bottom down there, that was thicker. Probably because it's sheltered in here and less cold. Trees are keeping it warmer. Sun's getting low. Hope I finish before it gets dark. We're already cut. Yeah, looks like they've been breaking through here and getting a drink. Maybe over there too, but not as much, I don't think, because they just made a bunch of mush. So I'm not going to bother this, but I'm going to cut a hole there. Yeah, I'll cut a hole in there. At least it'll be something. Took a piece of ice and measured it with my handy dandy tool, and it was exactly 1 inch. Yeah, I can't hold the ice and my knife and the camera at the same time, so take my word for it. I measured that piece down there. It was 1 inch. Anyway, that's 3 holes. Yeah, sun's getting lower. Let's get going. 3 holes over here. There's a truck. There's the 2 bales out there with the bull eating on one of them. I heard something. What did I hear? I think I heard a nut. Nuts falling. And there's the sun over that way. And I'm going to walk around the other side of the pond and at least put two holes over there. Wherever I think they can come down. Yeah, over that way and over here. 3 holes on that side. Let's see if I can figure out where it was. There. Over in there. And one over there next to the log. This side of that log. And I'm not going to put none over there. Too steep. But I'm going to put one over there and one over here. Yeah, getting low. Cattle are eating in over there and all the way down the hill because they rolled that bale. The bull probably rolled that bale out here and then down the hill. And he's up there eating. I think he's by himself. Yeah, I'm gonna cut a hole there somewhere and over there. Looks like they already drank there. Yeah, I can see they drank there somewhere. Over there. Here too, I think. So let's cut a couple holes here and I'll be done. Sun's getting low because it's only shining on the tops of the trees now. And way over there on those trees. I got the 2 holes. I got all the holes cut. I said something about 3 over here. Where was the 3rd one? Oh, maybe I'll put one over there. Yeah. Here's a hole there. Hole there. The water's kind of shallow here, so it was harder to cut. I was hitting mud. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to put one over here. I was going to put it over there. I changed my mind. There's too much stuff in the way. I'll put one here. But look, I found a T-post. I wonder if I can get it out. It's in the mud. It should be easy to pull out. Okay. I got that hole cut. And I was able to pull that out because it was just mostly in the mud. So it was easy to pull. Let me get it out of there. Okay, now I'm done out here. I got 3 holes cut. One on the other side of that rose bush. And one there and one here. So 6 holes. 3 holes on this side. And 3 holes on that side. The sun's right there in that little... Right there. It's getting pretty low. There's Mama Cow. She's eating the protein tub. Yeah, that bale went pretty far. Yeah, nice heifer. She's probably a keeper. That's the red bull from the red cow. And that's the yearling bull, the white one behind them from last year. March 28th, if I remember right, the white one. And the black bull, or the red bull, oh, I want to say sometime in March. That's what I'm thinking. I know that was the last calf born, and it was April 25, and that was like 2 weeks before the beginning of April. Okay, I better get home before it gets dark. Oh, I can see that. Yeah, see that steam over there? There's some kind of steam cloud rising up. You can tell the wind's from the north because the steam is blowing that way, blowing south. And that's some kind of a power plant. I think it's in Waterloo. I think, but I might be wrong about that. But it's somewhere west of me. Anyway, let's go take a look at the bull. before I walk back to my truck. How you doing there, old big boy? Getting enough to eat? Yeah. You like to roll that big bale out of the shed, out of the shelter, didn't you? That's okay. I don't mind you rolling them. That's... Girl, you're blocking my view of the bully. Yeah, you're okay, boy. Well, that's about it for today. I'm going to head back to the house. I'm not going to give the calves corn at the barn. I got plenty of hay. Maybe tomorrow. Look at that nice jet trail. What's it? There's another one starting over that way. Must have been headed toward, coming from the east, I think. Anyway, let's go. Back to the truck. My battery's getting low anyway. Cold sucks the juice out of the battery real quick. Alright, that's all for out here. I'll record on the way home. I think the sun's already down. And check the time. Time's 4:34, and I think the sun sets at 4:35 or 6, so it's sun's down. It's a good thing I got lights on my truck. Let's go back and go home. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, at least I got a heater in the truck. Let's go home. Piles of crap around here, and they're frozen too. Little kettles. Yeah, I got my heater on. So we don't run into something. Okay. At least they're all here. Look at the fat belly on that cow over there. Oh boy. The one eating in the tub. Come on, Dave, where I put you. This calf belongs to this cow here. Yeah, she's a good cow. Her calf's a little smaller than I'd like, but they're okay. Let's see if I can get out of here. Yeah, my plan was to put keep the bale in there so they have more coverage for when it gets cold. Oh well, I can always do it again next time I feed. or not. Okay, let's go home. Come on, get out of the way. Come on, move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. Rawhide. Get them doggies moving. Rawhide. Yeah, I grew up with that show. Clint Eastwood. And I don't know the other ones. That's the only one I remember. Yeah, now I can see that steam plume from that power plant over there. Boy, bumpy ride. These piles of manure are bumpy. Well, sun's already down. I just come up here to see if there's any deer going. Any deer active in this area. Sometimes they are. Yeah, it's getting dark. See what the difference is. I have to close this gate behind me. Okay, let's get home. Oh, better turn my lights on. Okay. Oops. Down the road, boy. Okay. I'm going to check the fence again since the sun went down, see if it's still working. I might just need a new battery. Oh, the fence is still working. Oh well. I guess it's too many cloudy days to lose this power. Okay, let's go home. Well, I got something done today. Cut ice for both pastures. Not sure if I'm going to do it tomorrow or not. I probably should. Because it's going to get down below in the single digits again tonight, but the rest of the week it'll be warmer during the daytime. Yeah, there should be enough ice melting during the daytime to get them, give them some water. Boy, almost ran off the road. Okay. I'll walk out to the road, check the mail. Oh no mail today. Saturday. Today's Saturday. So Sunday. Today's Sunday. I think. Yeah, today's Sunday. There's no mail today. What day it was. Are we gonna make it? Okay, I think that's good enough. Yeah. Yeah. There's gonna be more days, many more days like this. When it gets cold again, Winter didn't even start yet. Yeah, January, February. It's going to get cold again, so get used to it. Let's see what the price look like. Uh-huh. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. That's all for today. It's almost too dark. It is too dark. Not maybe. Another day done. Cat came out of, she's been staying in there where stay warm because I set up a light in there. Give it a little warmth. So far it's working. Oh, you can't see it, but there's a cat out there that is running back. Did you have company today? Let me check the food. Still got plenty of food. But they could have ate some of it. I'll have to take this in later. Otherwise the raccoons will come. And they'll eat it. Well, it's 10 degrees now, so it's won't forecast didn't said it won't get too cold tonight because it's already cold now. They said something about like 8 degrees or something like that. But still in the single digits though. But tomorrow's supposed to be warmer, and then the rest of the week is supposed to be warmer too, at least in the daytime. And nighttime is supposed to be like in the 20s. Yeah, maybe. So it won't be so as cold, but at least the daytime, everything will melt in the daytime. All right, that's all I got for today. Go back into your warm shelter there that I set up for you. I gotta get one of those heating pads that I used to have instead of a light. Okay, we'll see. Not today though.